And another thing that I wanted to show you that on this current channel here, I've set up a parametric EQ, and it's not doing any EQing actually. I'm just using it as the frequency analyzer. So I turned the mix level all the way down. I'm just using this frequency graph to see the frequency content of my mix. And it's just a way to see the frequency range of your mix and be able to switch between different channels because this is set on current. So if we're listening to the master, this frequency analyzer will analyze the master frequencies. If I switch over to the drums, now I'm only listening to the drums. If I switch this over to the bass, now I'm only analyzing frequencies on the bass insert. I can listen to just the piano and see where it sits in the frequency range. So it's just a really useful tool to place this on a current insert and be able to see the frequency space of my track. And a nicely balanced track will have a range of frequencies from low frequencies to high frequencies. We have a variety of instruments here hitting all of these frequency ranges. And this is actually adjusted to our hearing, so in reality the graph actually looks like this. If I change this pivot slope to 0 dB, you see this is how much low end is actually in our mix. But because human hearing is not as good at hearing low frequencies, this analyzer actually is able to pivot this at 4 dB slope, which means that it's adjusted for the way we perceive frequencies, and it helps us shape the sound in the way that we actually hear it. So a balanced frequency response curve should look should look fairly balanced between low, highs, and mids, and should look kind of somewhere jumping around the middle line in all those frequencies. So as you work on your music, feel free to set this up as a parametric EQ, turn the mix down, and then I actually turned the heat map position to bottom, which means that it's just hopping below that frequency line. And also I turned the time smoothing to the slowest time smoothing. That way, if there's any spikes, they have time to appear in my frequency range, and that way I can hear if I need to adjust for anything in my mix. So this was the final part of our class, and we covered a lot of ground in this class, so I really hope all this information is going to help improve the sound of your tracks. Feel free to leave any comments or questions in the discussion board, and please don't forget to share your projects. And also please let me know what you would like to learn in the next class. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dmitry Belichenko, and this was Skillshare FL Studio 20 Music Production class.